was expecting to find a job as a cleaner or an office job. That was what I was thinking that I would find in Europe. But that is not what I found. I found prostitution in Europe. The person that brought me, she's a family friend. She's going to take me to Europe. Then when I come to Europe, there's a good job for me. There's a job every place. That's okay. I was excited. I quit my school and I quit my work. She gave me things to put on. She took me to the streets that I should stand there. I said, stand there doing what? She said I should stand. So I'm gonna tell her, I can't do it. I won't do such a thing. I won't do it. So we have a problem, Daddy. She fights with me and I fight with her. I'm not gonna do this. I won't do it over my dead body. It's against my religion. It's against me as a human. So I can't do it. I've not done anything like this before. But no, something I do say, if you can't beat them, you join them. I got no option. I join it. I do it. When I went for the first time, I was very, very scared. I was really afraid. In fact, I was crying that I want even to go back home. I want to go home. They should take me home. But they refused to take me back home. But now, there's nothing I could do. That was the first time. I've been doing prostitution for 6 years now. You look good. Because if you don't look good, nobody's going to stop for you. You show your boobs. A client may stop for you. If you say he wants an hotel, you take him to an hotel. If you say he wants a home, you take it to a home. If you say he wants it on the street, you can have fun on the street. Inside the car. She didn't brought me for free, and I must do prostitution to pay her else that she's going to have problem with me and to my family back home, that she's going to kill them, so I don't want her to die. So that is why I do it. I pay her a lot of money. I pay her 45,000 euros. That is big money. So I see her, she's wicked. I see her too as a good person because Nigeria is so rough. Nigeria is bad, really bad. So it's not her fault. Just that the way I say that, I see her as a devil. That the anger she was using on me, I am old enough to be her daughter. If I were her daughter, she won't allow me to do such a thing. I was even expecting her to put me through to make it easier for me, but she make it hard on me. That is why I use that word devil. I see her as a devil.
A devil. Hard words from our sister Rose. But I can understand her. However, prostitution and human trafficking are complicated. We visited several specialists to deepen our understanding.
Well, I wrote a novel about prostitutes. I wanted to know the real stories. And so I put on a miniskirt and high boots and I went to the red light district. And I spoke to some of the girls. When they talk about their pimps and the men who bring them into Europe, they almost sound as if they are grateful for these people who have given them a chance to leave the country. And if your government has failed you, if your parents can't help you out, the person who tells you, well, I'm going to send you abroad and you pay me back every month is your savior, basically. Then you don't really see him as the bad guy, And it takes for somebody objective, as somebody outside of that system, to see this person as a bad guy.
Alors j'ai commencé à travailler là-bas en discothèque, avec la house music. J'allais gagner des sous en dansant et basta. Et après, j'ai fait aussi le nightclub. Dans le nightclub, j'ai rencontré, oui, il y avait beaucoup de filles aussi qui se prostituaient. Mais j'ai vu des filles qui ont vraiment, elles se sont gâtées la vie. Elles sont complètement sans une vie. Parce que souvent, on leur dit, mais non, ne vous en faites pas. Tu payes 30 000. Quand tu vas finir de payer 30 000 €, tu peux t'émanciper, je vais te donner tes papiers, tu vas aller faire un travail normal et tu vas pouvoir faire ta vie. Mais ce n'est pas vrai. Quand ils finissent de payer 30 000 €, ils disent non, il y a encore 20 000 € à payer. Alors elles travaillent encore pour 20 000 €. Quand elles ont fini de payer 20 000 €, non, jusqu'à ce qu'elles ne deviennent pas tellement vieilles. Qu'à ce point, ils les reportent en Afrique parce qu'ici, désormais, elles ne peuvent plus rien faire. Donc elles ont une vie gâchée. Elles n'ont pas la possibilité d'avoir un mari parce que quand elles rentrent à la maison, ce sont des ex-prostituées quand même. Elles ne sont pas réussies à épargner de l'argent, donc c'est pas penser qu'elles vont ouvrir un business ou quelque chose en Afrique. Donc ce sont des personnes qui n'ont pas une vie et qui ne pourront jamais avoir une vie.
I work as an expert of trafficking from Africa to Europe, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of cases. It is noteworthy to realize that they are all brought by often very close relatives, aunties, sisters, brothers, family members, and they are brought, to be destroyed.
Violence comes if you step out of line, so if you refuse to pay. There was a story, this girl told me the story of how she said that she didn't want to pay anymore. And so 1 month she didn't pay. And because you have to leave some sort of collateral, right? And they went to her home in Benin City and they beat up her brother. And they sent her photographs of it. Her mother called us and I said, listen, I don't know who these people are, but they say you owe them money, so please pay them up. Because they promise us that when next they come, they'll kill your brother. So if they can't get you, they'll get your family.
2010 is your change.
I've talked to many parents who say to me, look, if this girl is here, she's going to be married anyway, to a village guy who has nothing. And they're going to just use her. So why doesn't she, if she has a chance to go abroad and make money, why not? So there are a lot of factors involved here. And the bottom line is unsurvivable, grinding, inhumane poverty. This is the bottom line.
C'est nous-mêmes les Africains. On doit se rendre compte, on doit faire passer le message que cette manière de faire ne peut pas aider la personne. Parce que même si une personne gagne des sous et perd soi-même, ça, ce n'est pas l'évolution de l'Afrique. Ce n'est pas à travers la prostitution que l'Afrique pourra s'améliorer.
What is your opinion on this subject? Do you have any solution that brings us closer to solving poverty and treating women with respect? Share your stories on the website